Right, what is up, guys and girls? Should be live, should have audio. Welcome, gamers. Thank you for coming in early over on Twitch. Thank you for the guys over on YouTube. We should be live. Just hit me up in the chat if you fancy a response, and then I know you're there. Other than that, we're just going to crack in, do an intro, and get on with some vrising. Looking forward to this one today. Another giveaway, so all members and anybody who is subscribed on Twitch, so I think it's a Twitch sub, right? So we've got YouTube members and also Twitch subscribers all get, or subs all get a vrising game code. If you've already got vrising, I've got 10 DLCs to give away as well, so just hit me up in the DMs, or I will subsequently hit you up by checking the lists as we go. Okay, just bear with. Cool beans. Make sure my chat's up. Right, guys, thank you for joining me today. Today it's that time again. We're going into the V time. I've got a giveaway to do, so if you are a member or you are subscribed over on Twitch, you will get yourself a game code. If you've already got a game code, you just got to let me know whether you want a game code or DLC. I've got 10 DLCs, 10 game codes to give away. Once they're gone, they're gone. We run one of these giveaways. We've actually done 2 this year already, but we normally run one every 6 months. So vrising are very good to us. The more content I make, the more codes they give me, the more I can give away to you guys to get you involved in this awesome game. That being said, everything else is pretty much tickety-boo. We have done intros after intros on this, so I'm not going to waste your time. Your time is valuable, and I want to thank you for spending it with us. If you're not already subscribed, this is the place to be for some vrising awesomeness. We're actually running a playthrough right now. This is about part 5 or 6 at this point, maybe even more. So we're just going to jump in continuation of our bloodlust for hunting down bosses and eating things that move around. Anything that's a living, we're going to eat it, basically. So we're just going to level up our character, grab some armor, do all that good stuff. You know how it goes. So thank you for joining me. Let's jump in. So we're going into mmoshanuz world. I did drop an ice cube in my drink today because it is awfully humid. It's like the weather's stuffy and rainy, but the actual temperature is high. But I did have to debate whether I was going to wear a hoodie or whether I was going to go for a shirt and t-shirt, but at this point it's like I can't win either way. If I go short and t-shirt, I'm going to get cold. If I wear a jumper, I'm going to get hot and humid. So we're pre-catching the shaders because I've just moved this game over to an SSD, so that's something I should talk about, right? So at present, we are running Linux Mint with full ATI AMD system, 32 gigs of RAM, running at 6,400. Actually, I'm getting that as well, which is nice. Which some RAM nowadays, don't actually achieve what it says on the box. And my system's pretty much built pretty solid. It runs at about 50 degrees, which is awesome. The game itself is running off of an SSD, and we record to an old school 3.5 hard drive, which eventually will, I guess, be an SSD via, I don't know, Thunderbolt connection or something. We've got lots of options now. So at present, you can't really get this game to look or run any faster or better than I'm running it. So what you see on the stream is what you get. Hopefully it comes across on stream nice for you. I'm actually just going to go in and try and get you a better picture. Now, if I do filters on your game, so it won't change me, but it will change the game. So if I do sharpness, for instance, we don't want to over sharpen it. If I just add like a little bit of software sharpening to it, it will give you a better picture through the stream. Let's do that. Spin him around. Okay, there you go. And then if I do some color correction as well, color. This is what I was running on my previous setup. So I can actually like increase the brightness for you guys. Let me see here. Depending on what you're watching on, it could be like over bright as well. So I don't want to go too ham. There you go. And then we can put some saturation on it, about 3 to 5. Just to make it pop a bit for you, Okay, that was done, on the fly, and there you go. So now you've got a little bit more of a purpley purple and a bluey blue, and it should look a bit sharper. Right, let's check out what we needed to do. So inventory is nice and clear. I like the look of this. Sort my inventory. There we go. We'll hit the map. Okay, where did we end up? So we're down in the left, yeah. So I've almost explored the entire bottom section. We were hunting the V-Bloods. So let's have a look where we're at. So apparently level 20 is the new ones, and then we've got 27, which is ridiculous. I think we took on this guy, but he might have beat us. I'm not sure. My memory serves me right. So it says new. What's new about it? They're not new though, because they're unlocked, aren't they? This is not new. So it just wants me to click on them for some reason. Okay. Just going to uncheck the... I'm sure we beat these two as well. So it's just... We beat her. Now we've got these two. So if I track this guy... Right, let's have a look. So we've got level 30 V-Bloods to do today. We've got the Nimble Putrid Rat, and we've also got Clive the Firestarter. Liking the sound of the rat as well, though. You get a rat form. What? We get to turn into a... What does this guy give us then? Alchemy table and a minor explosion box. Okay, so I want the rat. So we're going to go for those two today. We're now tracking. I think we're ready to go. I don't know. We're level 27. They're 30. So maybe we could do with some better gear. Let's have a look what we can actually craft. What do we have here? So we've got the tannery. We've got the grinder. If I go to the grinder, we've got some outputs. That takes stone. There's a bunch of stone. Put them in. And that creates stone dust and bricks. And we were storing bricks to build up our base. Make our castle look nice, if I remember rightly. Got the workbench here. So what's this? That better armor than the one I've got? How do we compare?
To make that.
4 cloth and 4 leather. Trying to see. So this one doesn't actually give us a comparison, but these ones do. Level 9. So these are level 6. So I don't think I can actually make anything better at the moment unless I upgrade the simple workstation. Let's go with production, storage. What we got here? Wood workbench, simple workbench, leather working station. I think these two are new. So we need planks of wood and we need leather. Let's try the tannery for leather. Yep, so to make leather we can just chuck our hides in nice and easy. That'll make a bunch of leather for us. And then we need a bunch of wood. Which is, where is wood? What are you doing in my house? Get wood from here. I do use this for shade. Being that I don't have a roof yet. Get a refresher on the furnace, so that's copper ingots. Popping copper in now, which we have taken out, so we've got 74 of those, so basically storage for these now. Okay, we've got some bloods in there. And we've got a bunch of weapons that are lesser weapons than we actually have. So again, I've now got wood. We need to turn those into planks. Ah, research. A water well and a simple garden. That's not really going to give us any buffs. Shadow walker gloves. Flexible cloth. Ideal for nimble fingers. Trying to get like a heads up of what I've been doing. So 1,000 wood there. We take out the leather again. We'll make more. We actually have some leather there. Done, done, and done. At this stage in the game, a lot of it is just getting the advanced crafting done. Pop those in there, take the leather. It does take a long time to make leather, so the fact we've now got 11 is actually a bonus. So this guy apparently eats stuff. So if I put this dust in there, I think he might eat it. No, so oh, he salvages things from other things. That's cool. I haven't actually used him yet. Okay, so I need a wood chipper. I'm sure we've got some. There you go, there's one. This will make us planks. Okay, more wood than I could ever want at the moment. What else we got there? Hollow woods. We haven't even found any of those yet. We'll take the planks. And then we'll build our next crafting, which is going to be research desk. We have altar of reallocation we don't need. Leather workstation, woodworking bench, simple workbench. I have all of those. Yeah, simple workbench, leather workbench, and I think the other one's this one down here. Yeah, woodworking bench. Painting frames, sculptured wood, which I've now created both of those. So I think what we'll do is store the leather and all the cool crafting materials we may or may not need. Take these out. Actually, I'll leave them in for a minute, and then we'll store the grass as well. Bones, there we go. See how we're getting on our hearts. I'll probably just dash them in as well. Gives us 2 days, that's plenty of time. Right, so now I need to remember what the button is to change into a beast. It's not counter. There's normally a wheel I can get up, but I can't remember what the button is. Is it Alt? No?
Approach.
There it is. So it is control. Right, if we turn into the wolf, we have a long distance to go, so I'm just going to head out. I mean, the game looks absolutely gorgeous, zoomed in or zoomed out. It's one of my favourite things, is the actual way the game looks and feels. We're coming into daytime, of course. Quite a risky time to head out, but I'm sure we'll manage. Yeah, I'm just going to stay here a minute, check the map. So we do have teleportation. 9 times out of 10 it will tell me I can't teleport with the items I've got. So we'll see if we can do it. Oh, it's going to let us. Awesome. So, blood trails, I mean, them guys could be anywhere. So I'm just going to go to the furthest teleportation and then see if we can V-blood hunt from there. It says he's still very far away. So glad they added the shift jump. Yeah, we're just going to get them all to come at us. Wow, okay. I am rusty. I thought we were way better than that. Death time. Killed by skirmish. Respawn. Right, okay. I think I do find about this game as well, it's a lot easier with a controller to play because the buttons are actually really nicely done. But when you get to your inventory, it's a lot harder. The inventory is very annoying to manage with the controller. So we've got all our items back there, no problem. Beacon in from there. Nearly. V-blood is up, which is going to be into this undiscovered territory. See if we can avoid these guys. Everywhere I go, there's peoples. Okay, let's stop here a minute. Yep, that looks the right path. We're going to have to get through these lot. I think what I'm going to do is change my buttons around to fit my mouse. I have a new mouse now. So we have a few more buttons to mess around with. Controller mapping. Where's custom keys? Show bindings. Okay, so spellcast 1. On middle mouse. Mouse button 5. So it doesn't take away the other buttons that I've put in. Interrupts castability. So just clear it. Backspace to clear. Perfect. So 5, 4 and scroll wheel. Can't see them on any others, so we should be good. I think we had to do that last one, but it seems to have reset. Again, we're just going to let them pass. We're going to head straight up. Ooh, here we go. we've got a thick hide from him, which weren't too bad. And we need to change. Okay, I'm a little bit worried about this V blood. It's pointing me in all sorts of directions right now. It's coming from in there. Okay, we've got cows. This is new. Never had a cow before. Do you like my beef? Okay, it's telling me now to go through these rocks, which obviously is up and over. I can see a path. Can we get round there? No. So it's going to have to go round the long way, which is always the case with this game. It'll be round the other side of this. So we might as well have a cow. There you go. Have a cow, man. Oh, the moo wasn't loud enough. I was hoping it was going to give out an almighty roar. So we got bones and hide from that one. I think what they're doing is forcing us into this path here. This looks like a really quiet village. Like, doesn't seem threatening at all. There's a couple of guards, but not many. Everyone sort of leaves me alone as well, which is nice. I've got a feeling that's actually wrong, because that doesn't look like the sort of place you can have a boss loitering. I'm going to head round the further path here. This looks more like it. Doom and gloom. We could actually build another castle here. So many places you can set up camp. Okay, good, we're in. Somewhere around here. Grab some copper while we're here. Okay, now if we turn to the wolf, can we jump that? It's a bit high. So that sand is right in this direction. Let's have a look. Yeah, so this icon doesn't know what it's doing. This V blood just is all types of confused. So it's down here on this side, which is a little bit annoying. So we have to kind of come back through the merchant now. I'd like to go and explore up and around, but we've got to go through Silver Light to do that, which is a whole nother section. It's weird as well, because I find with this game the map is not complicated. If you look at the map, it's actually quite simple. You've just got like chunks glued together with little pathways and bridges. The map should be able to negotiate a little bit better than this when it points you in the V blood just sort of direction. It's really off. It's always been off, and it's never really felt like I trust it. You know, it's just an arrow pointing you this direction, but it gives you very little in the way of help or accuracy. You're just heading in that direction until you hit what you're looking for. So yeah, I've kind of, not my favorite part of this game is following those paths, but it does put you into some interesting scenarios, because if you go to a place you haven't visited before, maybe you're getting a bunch of fights with bandits, maybe there's a guard there, maybe there's even a mini boss. And then you sort of have to take those down to progress. And you wouldn't ordinarily have maybe gone that way if you knew exactly where the V blood boss was. So yeah, it has its ups and downs, but overall, I guess it works. It just doesn't feel very accurate at times. I think it would be better if the V blood pointed you on this map. So if you could see where it was maybe beaconing in the rough area, so that you could then just, okay, well, I've got an arrow guide in the game, and on my map it tells me a rough area guide. then that way you wouldn't do what I just done, where you've gone all the way up to the top because that's where it's told you to go, but then it says go across a cavern that you just cannot cross. This cavern here, I have no way of getting across that. So I've got to come all the way back down and around, you see? Just stops it like wasting my time, becoming a little bit of an annoyance. And even now it's telling me, you know, go right, and I cannot. So I've got to go down and around and ignore what we're actually using to find, you know, said place or said person. And we're running straight through the trouble. We don't want to get involved with them. We're actually quick enough to get away, which is awesome. And we want to hang a right here. And there's my horse. I'm not sure my horse is actually beneficial. Yeah, I don't see the point in the horse at the minute. We're just going to leave him there, I think. He can't just jump off. Well, I got on with F, so I hold F to get off, surely. No, maybe not. Okay, so maybe the horse is quicker. I'm not really sure, though. It feels roughly around the same. If we could level the horse up, that'd be really cool. It's a little bit more of a janky movement as well, rather than the wolf feeling really organic. The horse is very... Oh, it's a white bear. I've never fought a white bear. Yeah, the horse is very like jittery, very sharp on its turn. So you tend to hit more things and it feels a little bit more disconnected from the atmosphere. Game breaking almost, you know, breaks that immersion. There's a bunch of dudes up this way. Okay, I'm just looking for a place safe to put my horse. Maybe here. Oh, nice way to dismount. Very vampiric. Let's go with my wolf. Okay, now this is where roughly it's telling us to be. Trying not to pull any wildlife with me because it might appear from nowhere. Yeah, this looks like it. Okay, we've got a bunch of soldiers. I'm sure he's going to be in there somewhere. That's possibly this bottom bit, which is Bandit Sulfur Quarry. Oh, okay, I didn't see him coming at us. Okay, I think I can drag just these two if I transmute there. Transform. Okay, we'll feed on that one while my bot distracts him. Just want to take a couple out at a time. Take our time, don't rush it, and then we can see the boss and see what he's capable of. I do feel like another 20-30 minutes practice would do as well. Seems to be through here. Bandit Sulfur Quarry, so it's going to be around here somewhere. Don't know what happened there, but they all blew each other up. Made light work of that. tainted hearts for that one. Go on, boys, get involved. Yeah, I'm on a recharge right now. I've got to be a little bit more careful. Nice. Where are we at now? So we're very close. He's in here somewhere. We do need to maybe use a heart to regen. This one, isn't it? Here we go.
Sanguine regeneration.
Bit sanguini. Okay, that's maxed out health. Let's roll. Still think one of the best moves in the game is to distract the enemy with bots and ghoulies. Who's this? Clive the Firestarter. Come on, Clive, you got some? Whoa. Clive's a madman. I can't dodge all that. Clive. Man's a beast. There's very little room for manoeuvre. Unfortunately, he's the guy we're looking for. Maybe take down some of these minions. Can't drag him. He's over here as well. We need to be in this main area because I think I need. We're going to need the room. Sweet. Sun. Right. This is the worst place to be. I mean, nighttime would be fine. It's kind of my fault, right? It's daytime. But this is awfully punishing. Can be killed so many ways. Got an archer over there we definitely don't want to ping. I'm getting rid of this chair soon. It's got a creak to it that's really annoying. It is about 5 years old, to be fair. Can't even think without it creaking. Like any movement it just picks up on. Okay, let's go over here real quick. get him drawn over. He's not actually got that much health. Jesus Christ, calm your passion. Got him. Okay, that's good. Now we had 2 bots, it's fine. Should be able to catch him. Just don't want to let him reset. Get out of his circle. There it is. Clive's down. Oh. Clive was not that hard. He just seemed that way. You have to really just take your time with him. Be in the shade or at night time, of course. That helps. Boom. Clive's down.
Taste of knowledge.
Knowledge. Yeah, I'm totally happy with that. We got Clive on our first attempt. So our next V-Blood will be... Nimbles of the Putrid Rat. I think that's the next one we'll do. It says that we can take down Clive again, so maybe we can't do the rat yet. He was level 27 gear. Yeah, won't let me track this one yet. We are now hitting night, so I will investigate this entire area. And again, another part of the map that's now unlocked. We've got a cave passage there, which I assume... Yeah, so that could bring us to this cave from there. And then we need to head up to Silver Light and investigate that area as well. Try not to get oofed. Let's see what Clive had. Merciless Copper Spear, Research Desk. So returning home's probably our next goal. We're not actually that far from here, are we? Yeah, so if I get to the teleporter, we can then teleport back and then go to the wooden coffin. Maybe we'll go do that first and then come back and investigate this area.
My blood, restore my body.
Let's see if we can figure this route out. Da, da, da. I think it's this dodgy little bend here, and then we go round. Yeah, round here, and then we get... There's a bunch of dudes on the other side of this we don't want to pull. If we can get past them, that'd be good. They're busy anyway. Leave me be. It's not like they're tough or anything. It's just a big waste of time each time you're going through here. They're just going to keep respawning. Okay, and then we need to sort of head up diagonally left. And that'll bring us to the teleporter. Not sure if we can cut through here or whether it's safe to. We'll probably go all the way around. And then do a big U-turn. Damn, look, they're walking exactly where I want to go. I might rob this chest while we're here. That's it. Just going to cut through your town, don't mind me. Thievery. I'm on a proper thievery. I'm going to hook left. I still bumped into him. Okay, we're very close now. Ooh, don't want to do that. Okay, so we're just going to follow this path all the way around. That brings us to a teleporter, and then we're going to go home. We're going to research our book, which will give us access to a new ability or a new item, and then hopefully that helps us defeat the V-Blood Rat King. There we go. Oh, I can't do it while I'm carrying these certain items. Which has got to be the book, right? Surely after a boss, the first thing you want to do is quick teleport. Yeah, this looks like we can build here if we really wanted to. That's a nice place to find. Because they do stay lit on your map. So every time you find a suitable area, as you hover it, it actually lights up in white. To say like you can build in that particular area. So that's a nice little touch. Oh no, I've pulled tree people. Basically stopping us from being able to set up home now if we wanted to. Okay, so it looks like we're just going to have to run it. Now, had I known I had to run it, I probably wouldn't have. I'm not sure what items are stopping us from teleporting. And most of the items are pretty basic. Like, I don't really have anything too special. I've got Scarlet Stone, and what I would assume is stopping us is the research desk book. Nothing else really too special in there. Home sweet home. There's a bunch of wolves just hanging around at my door for some reason. There we go.
Sanguine regeneration.
Yep, we'll take those. We're going to take that. I'm going to put bricks back in. Is that the right bricks? Stone bricks. Okay, maybe not. Right, let's have a look at the research desk. Here we go. So our new item at the research desk is a copper spear, which I'm not 100% sure is better than what we have, but it says it needs a book 1 of 1. How do we unlock that then? We just press unlock. There we go. So now if we go to our weapons table, I think is this one on the end. There we go. We should be able to see the spear somewhere. Copper spear. So the copper spear is a level 9, as is my axe, but it is a new weapon. We haven't ever used a spear before, so probably making one of those would be quite cool. So it's just planks of wood and copper ingots, both of which we have. Why are you in my camp? Feed it. Take it. There we go. Okay, small chest. So we take the planks, the woods, and we need the copper ingots. Then we'll go ahead and make a spear. And there is also a mace, which is around the same as the axes. I really like the dual wielding axes. I get on really well with them. We also have a copper longbow if we want to keep distance. Might be useful in certain scenarios. There's also a copper crossbow, which is obviously going to be faster. Fires long range bolts. This one fires arrows. So what is the bonus of the arrow? None. They both fire long range. They're both roughly the same damage. 8.5 physical. I mean, it takes a lot to make the copper though, so that's 16 and 8. Let's make the copper crossbow as well. I'll take the lance and just put that over here a minute. So what happens is when you put it in the top bar, 1 to 4, that is the items that show up down the bottom here. So if I move it to 2 now, it just moves across. And then I can summon all of my weapons as and when I want from just using 1, 2 and 3 on the keyboard, or subsequent buttons on the controller, which I think is RB or left button, LB or RB on the controller. There we go. So if I now press 3, we see the big old long range crossbow. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't seem to run out of bolts either. So you're just holding the button down, but it's, I don't know, the reload's okay. Then we've got Q. Yeah, I could rock with that. Nice little distance starter, and then as they come in close, just switch it out for the Lancey Lance. Poke, poke, poke. What does Q do? Secondary, essentially. Major poke. Okay, so I like those. They all seem pretty good. Now I just want to go options, graphics. I want to make sure we're running as high as we can, because I do adjust them when I play on different systems. Sometimes I'll move to my handheld. They're all on high. TAA. So we do have FXA and SMA. I think TAA is probably fine. Ultra quality AMD FSR1. Motion blur. That's not good. Depth of field is fine. Contact shadows. Cloth update rate. I've actually turned them down because they're pointless. But this one, I'm not sure if FXR1 is working for us very good. It says cutting edge super optimized, but I don't. FSR4 is now out, right? So why is it running FSR1? That's something interesting. I mean, that looks way sharper now, just turning off motion blur and oh, what was the other one? Forgotten what it was called. Motion blur and depth of field. Yeah, so motion blur and depth of field being turned off makes this look way sharper. And for some reason it's using FSR1. I don't know why that is defaulting to that. Maybe I don't have FSR4 installed. I'm going to have to check that. But at the minute it still looks like really crisp. It looks really nice. Okay, so what we essentially want to do now is go after this V blood, but it doesn't allow me for some reason. I'm not really sure why. I think we've beat this woman here. Did we beat Lydia? I'm pretty sure we did. We've definitely done these two to open these three. And it'll also let me track level 32 up here. Fishing rods and frost. So why can't we track the rat? If anybody knows why I can't track the Nimble's putrid rat, but I can track the subsequent Finn the fisherman. I think it might be my level. I think because I'm only level 27 or whatever it is, maybe he's going to give me an ability that's sort of too advanced. What are these abilities we have here? Now, I've not messed with my spell book really at all at this point. So we do have some new spells that we can unlock. Spectral Wolf. Send out Spectral Wolf that bounces to a nearby enemy after each hit, up to 2 additional. So that's kind of like summoning the ghosts, or the it's kind of like summoning the skeletons. Phantom Aegis applies a shield. Self shields. Ooh, 170% of your spell power inflicts weaken on the enemy. So it's like a amped up version of your counter attack. And the Raft of the spear, of course. So this is the spear, I guess. Ones. What we got here? So we've got the Ward of the Damned. Block melee and projectile attacks in front of you for 2 seconds. Absorbing the attack summons a skeleton. Oh, hell yeah. That sounds well good. Yeah, we're going to have to get involved in them. Now, I did just purchase this one, so maybe we'll just try it out. I've only got the choice of 2 at the moment. I think counter-attack's probably more useful. Or is it? Let me switch them out a minute. I'm going to switch out my counter-attack just to try this out. I need an enemy, I think. Let's go outside and attack some wolves. Didn't really get a chance to see it. Let's try again. So it's weird. It kind of covers the enemy in like a gloopy glue. Some sort of spectral stuff, but I guess when it hits them, it sort of jump attacks them and then disappears. Not that impressed, but it weakens with a stack of phantasm. Okay. What's this one here? So heal nearby allies. 65%. No, so it's this one. Okay, we're going to stick with that. Burn, baby, burn time. Let's go to bed and get healed up. Wait for the night.
I am ready for a new day.
Yeah, it's a little bit more in the evening now, so we can head out. Take a look. So we'll do the teleport again. We'll head up to this one. Vampire Waypoint. We could go over to the Vampire Waypoint here and then head up to the Hallowed Mountains. That sounds awfully interesting. Let me do that. Hallowed Mountains. First off, let's get rid of all our junk and govins. So weapons get stored in there. I'm going to store the Lancey Lance just for now. Move that across. And what else we got? So we've got copper coins. Store. So I've got some raw materials here that I can use. Let's get those going. That's all they have.
missing key ingredients.
Okay, so here's where I store my basic stuff, which is... Oh, I found clay. I didn't know I had clay. Make sturdy bricks from clay. These dusts, I think I'm just going to chuck those. I don't know what use they are. And we'll go to the gems and we'll put our big gem in there. Did it go in? Where did that just go? I don't know where that went. Paper, and we'll go for the... This is the higher sort of grade stuff. Take those out, put those in. Okay, so the thing that I can't teleport with is the wheat stone. It seems to be the only thing. The wheat stone is used to sharpen weapons and tools produced by a furnace. So if I go to the furnace, she's over the back here, nice and glowy. Right, here we go. So we can pop that in, and that will start producing. And then it says the wheat stone goes in as well, which then sharpens. There we go. So we can now make more wheat stones. So copper and wheat stone. So I'm just going to leave that in there. I like the fact you can store stuff in the output and not have to take it with you as well. It's a nice little trick you could use. Okay, get a tannery. We're going to drop in some more levers. Don't need them. What's this one? Tailoring for making a loom. Is that this one? Don't know what that is. We'll store that. Okay, cool. Now, I'm not too worried about all of my chests being out of whack with what they're actually holding. I will organise that in my spare time anyway. So yeah, we're going to go to the teleportation station and we're going to head over to the vampire waypoint, then to the hollowed mountain. That's my plan. And during with the time doing that, I think what we'll do is track the level 32 fisherman. There we go. I need to cut across here actually. Yeah, straight this direction. We're going to hang a left here. Here it is. Nice. Yeah, so our furthest waypoint's there. I'm going to try and match that furthest waypoint on the left and right. So we're almost half the map explored. All by in the nooks and crannies. So we want to head what direction? Probably where this blood's coming from as well. Probably actually put us in a really good position. Try and find a way down. There we go. So we need to hang a right, hang a left. We should be on at least close to, if not perfect, on track. Ooh, what's going on there? A bunch of soldiers are chasing skeletons. We don't need to go in there, I don't think, so we're just going to move on straight. We'll bypass that little random island on the water there. Does look quite interesting. It's got a yellow circle around it. J to open spell book. Says I've got a new spell I can unlock. Again, I don't know if I really want to waste the points. These are level 2 spells here. We've got Reign of Chaos. We've got Chaos Barrier. And we've got the Void. Summon an orb of explosive targeting location damage. I like the sound of this. The Rain of Fire. Let's do that. Let's try that one. Oh, wow. Okay. It's just turned into snowy mountains, and we've even got a polar bear. Or a bear that's white, at least. Let's try our Rain of Fire on him. That woke him up. Not overly damaging. I just got an achievement for the first footsteps in the snow, which was really nice. But I'm not sure if this is going to affect us in any way, the weather conditions. Yeah, see, I thought that the unreliability of the crossbow special, basically you have to wait for him not to move, and to get him to do that, for instance, is quite tough. At 2 damage, not really worth it. But yeah, not impressed with that, really. Don't mind the rain down, you know, it doesn't do much damage, but it looks cool. There we go, we got him from behind, out of his orifice. Big damage. Got some thick hide and some bones. Pretty standard stuff there then. So this is not hollowed mountains, it's snowy mountains right now. We have got a new waypoint opened up for teleportation. I'm just going to keep exploring this. This is really nice. This is a nice change of scene. Nice change of pace. Really great looking area. Apparently I took 1 damage. We got through that pretty easy. Make sure we're heading in the right directions. There doesn't seem to be a cold meter. Plus the fisherman's up here. So we got really lucky just picking the right direction. The fisherman's actually passed another bear. So I'm just going to expand the map a little bit more closer to that teleportation. Just in case it doesn't let us use it later on. Okay, plant fibres and trees there. Nothing too dramatic. There we go. Okay, we've got some elk and some copper. I'm not going to leave that be. What? Dude, I've come too far to get beat by elk. Looking for a spot to get my health back. Okay, this could be that spot.
Luck sustains me.
Day.
I cannot go on.
I wanted to see if it would take all of our health. I kind of looked up cheekily. I was like, is that going to happen? Yeah, okay. The moose. We got beat by a level 52 moose. Why is it a level 52 moose doing around here? Space. Okay, so we can respawn at the waypoint. So I thought you had to open them. I was mistaken. Most games you have to open them up. As long as you see them on the map, they're good to go. There he is, look. Looking all proud of himself. So if he's level 52 and he destroyed me there with one headbutt, which is powerful, by the way. That's not by accident. That's a design. All of those mooses are pretty strong at whatever level you hit them at. This guy's only 32, so he's 20 levels lower than that moose. So I'm confident we'll beat him. Where's the moose? Right, we're going to skip this guy if we can. Try not to get involved with him. And this is very much looking like the fisherman would be here. There's a fishing... Ah, that's why there were so many people around there last time. We're actually going to sneak in the back way so we don't pull all of them soldiers. And this is where the fishermen be.
You're messing with the wrong seaman.
Okay, keeping the camera in front of us is going to be a main one for this boss. Come at me, Finn. Kind of hilarious that his name is Finn and he catches fish that have fins. Oosh, get some. He doesn't seem to have much range. He's actually quite a funny boss. Look, just literally a fisherman.
I bet you'd never seen a fish like this.
Oh, really? He throws pufferfish at us.
I'm gonna need both hands for this.
Everyone, try not to get too careless here. Whoa.
Your weapons are nothing against my rod. Watch out for this, seaman.
He says my weapons are nothing against his rod. Where's he gone? Come back and fight. Okay, I'm gonna have to get rid of these. Okay, he's not tough at all. The things he summons are ridiculous.
I'm gonna need both hands for this. There's nothing I can't catch. I bet you've never seen a fish like this.
This is madness.
My expertise with the rod is unmatched.
Yeah, I'm using all my concentration to get through this. There's so much happening. Jeez.
My expertise with the rod is unmatched.
Yeah, this guy can drain health. And he doesn't even mean it.
The call of the seaman.
Okay, let's get over here a minute.
From my veins,
Is he going to interrupt every time?
my blood, restore my body.
Look at that. I'm so glad we're out of the way of that. Oh, morning, Bubs. How you doing? Thank you for coming in. It's one of them. Going to be a tough one. myself a tainted heart. Everything's ready. Oh, it's getting comfy position. Here we go. We have unlocked another spell. Thing is, keep taking damage from the bloody sun. Worst position to be in when fighting a boss, of course. Right, let's hang back. So, both these are useful. I like these abilities. I need something that really sort of can deal with a lot of people coming in. Boost the target, ally or self, applying haste. That's not going to win. Launch 2 chaos bolts in sequence that deal 125% damage magic. 125. So what do we do? So we're doing 8 chaos that do 3.2 seconds worth of 400% damage. So technically they do more damage. Yeah. So that's not going to help because we already do a decent amount of damage. Spell jewel. Okay, that's something new I haven't messed with yet. I like my necromancy, do you know? What's this here? Nova. I don't think we like that, so we avoided it, didn't we? Lightning. I don't know if lightning or storm magic's going to be any good against him. I think we've got the best stuff. I don't think there's anything better. I've got level 2 rain right now, which, you know, it's the best I've got. Okay, here he comes. I'm going to try it. See, look, the sun's right on me. We can't attack him when the sun's all up on me. I've got like half the map that I can mess around with.
Who are you? Get away from me. Let me be.
Oh, yoy. I quite like him. He's a good boss. Slap me with a fish. He done no damage. Do you know what I mean? His moves are so funny. He brings you in to slap you with a fish. And this is where he goes ham, because he just starts summoning randoms.
Your weapons are nothing against my rod. Into the drink. One with the water. Let me show you a fishing trick. I'm gonna need both hands for this.
Jeez. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to go with the actual crossbow on this one.
There's nothing I can't catch.
Yeah, and it's a little bit random. I'm not guaranteed to land every shot.
Against my rod. My blood, restore my
What's funny is every time I want to get my health back, someone's attacking.
I'm gonna need both hands for this. Watch out for this scene. Let me show you a fishing trick. My expertise with the rod is unmatched. Into the drink.
Jeez.
There's nothing I can't catch. Hope you're hungry. Your weapons are
Madness. Oh. Fuck. Oh. Sorry for the language. This boss is absolutely mental. And that, I mean, that's just going to destroy you at some point, and that when everything explodes. This is a boss worth beating, though. Good news is we're not far away. Alright, here we go. I actually strained my eye concentrating so hard on that one. Yeah, I want my loot back before I even get involved.
Find your own watering hole. No trespassers. I'm gonna need both hands for these. Watch out for this sea man. I'm gonna blow. Your weapons are nothing against my rod. Heed the call of the seaman. My expertise with the rod is what?
See those pufferfish, when you defeat them, they actually become even more dangerous than they were when they were alive.
Grab a bite.
I'm not sure what the best course of action is. Maybe taking this guy down.
I'm gonna need both hands for this. I'm one with the water. Let me show you a fishing trick. Your weapons are nothing against my rod. There's nothing I can't catch. Rod and reel, summon the swarm. Your weapons are nothing against my rod. Into the drink. My expertise with the rod is unmatched. There's nothing I can't catch. Let me show you a fishing trick. I'm gonna need both hands for these. Your weapons are nothing against my rod. Watch out for this sea guy.
slows you, he freezes you, and then you can't get away. And then all of this stuff attacks you at the same time. It's just a big combo of nastiness. Not one thing is actually that hard. It's just over time. Oh, I dodged into that. Ooh. So close. What'd I get him to? A quarter life. Chaos bolts, I guess. Don't know. Fading haste increases movement. I guess that could work, but then it doesn't do anything. Inflicts ignite for 3 seconds off physical attacks. That's okay if I boost an attack. Okay, I'm going to go with that, and I'm going to switch that for my necromancy, because the necromancy, unfortunately, are not distracting enough on the screen to make them really do anything. Against one boss, you know, it's fine, but against 8 things, they're not really taking much notice of them, especially the big snakes in the water. I think they're snakes. They're still coming at us big time, so I don't think they're actually working. So now we have like Hadorkins, which is a double Hadorkin, recharge in 6 seconds, and does a little bit of damage, inflicts some sort of burn damage. We'll give that a go. Straight into that. We could do with a feed, so maybe we'll use the polar bear or white bear as we get up here, because that's really probably why that's there anyway. I've been avoiding it, but we've not really needed it. Now we kind of do. Oh, we've got these 4 guys here. Again, we're constantly getting affected by the time of day as well. We're now at the optimum time to have a fight with this guy. So we'll try our best to get it out of the way before the sun comes. I want my loot without him seeing.
I've been discovered, but you won't take me alive. My expertise with the road is unmatched.
Ooh. See, him by himself, no problem whatsoever. He's actually a really weak boss. It's all the stuff that he pulls out of water.
I bet you'd never seen a fish like this.
Ooh, I think he walked into that one.
My expertise with the road is unmatched.
Gear is now damaged, which means we're super weak.
Run and reel, summon the swarm! Your weapons are nothing against my rod.
trying to stay fast there. Nearly had him. Now got the sun on us. We've got weakened armor. Got a bunch of bugs and... Catch him, don't let him go. Shouting at myself there. Comes. Come on, come on. Just get him. There it is. Oh, he was a beast. He was like, what, 20 levels above us? Gear damage, sun's out, awful time to take him on. But yet we did it. Been the fisherman. For the win. That's how we do. That was absolutely punishing. Here we go. And then, of course, we can redo him, right? 32. We're 27. So what's that? 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2. So he's about 5 levels above us, not 10. He's got a little bit too excited now. But Nimble still isn't lit up. So I guess we have to do him when we reach level 30. So I'm not going to go any higher than him. I think level 35 is just really taking the Mickey Mouse. We can obviously check him out. We've got the Frey Walker. We've got the Ferocious Bear. And we've got the Fallen, which looks like an old mage dude. And that's going to unlock a brand new skill set, brand new items to craft with. So really I just need to get this guy out of the way, like I say. And then we can turn into a rat. Turn into a small rat and blend into the environment. So again, undetectable probably. We'll sort of be able to sneak in bases and stuff. Yeah, I like the fireballs. The fireballs work on bosses, but I don't think they're as useful when you're out in the open. The necromancy still is very useful. So yeah, I'm going to stick with those for now. Let's go around and just collect all the gubbins. Okay, so we'll head to the teleportation station, head back home, and see what sort of take heed to what we've got to do. Let's get in here a minute. Yeah, so we've got teleportation there, which won't let us do it because we're carrying... I'll be carrying one. Yeah, teleport cannot be teleported with knowledge, which is brilliant. So we won't find out what that knowledge is until we get back, so it's definitely worth returning. The closest house I have is going to be one of these castles down the bottom here. Oh, it's quite a trek. I'm not going to lie, that is quite a trek. Especially during the day, trying to stay out of the sun the whole way. But it's the calm now that the storm is gone. I think I'm going to turn off the cursor catching because that's kind of annoying, right? Properties. Capture cursor, turn that off. Now you can't see my cursor. Sweet. It does it per game as well, which is really interesting. I like the way that OBS has managed that. Okay, we can't transmute in the sun for some reason. Transform. There you go. Awful. seems to be taking way too long to gather rocks, which I assume is our gear damage. Don't know if we can fix it from here. Repair with middle button. I think that's repaired, is it? Okay, I'm confused. Is that now repaired? Gloves. No, that just switches them
My
out.
equipment is in disrepair.
Okay, so I need to find what the repair button is, which I very rarely use. Options, controls, repair. Repair items in inventory is scroll wheel, but scroll wheel can't be scroll wheel because I'm sure scroll wheel is something else, yeah. So maybe switch that for R. No, that's not going to work. Repair, repair. If I was going to repair, let's try Alt. No. Z. There you go. So repair is now Z. So we want to repair these gloves. Missing equipment. So is that the only gear that's damaged? I think it is. We'll just make some new gloves. Nice. I think I'm going to head to my more modern house because we have more, I think, machines there. So we can do more crafting and stuff once we get back. Don't really want to go back to the old houses yet. And I think I'll probably just smash them up. Maybe take the stuff back away from them. I don't know if we can actually do that, or maybe even rehouse it somewhere else. I think we're allowed to do that. I think once you build a good enough house, you can put something into it that allows you to rehouse it. Again, I haven't got that far in the game yet, so I'm not 100% sure if we can or can't, but I did read something somewhere that said it can allow you to rehouse. So I'm hoping that is what that means. So we're going to go down, we're going to make a right and then head straight. There we go, head right. Straight. How's the stream looking today? Are we all good, guys? Is the sound about right? Is there anything you want changed? Moved, sharpened, adjusted? How are we feeling about it today? Is it pretty much perfect? If it is, then we'll just keep running it like this. I'm happy with it as far as from my end. It looks pretty sweet. But then the stream might need to, you know, be better quality. Maybe the quality is a bit bitty and a bit. If it goes, if you're watching me run, and the sides are a bit too blurry on the wolf, as in like the trees and the bushes and stuff, then they're not sharp and clear. Then we can actually turn up the bit rate and maybe try and adjust it, you know, and see how it comes out. I haven't checked any of the recordings from this week. I'm going to do that tomorrow at some point. See how the recordings are going. But from the stream side of things, I think that was my main priority, was getting it, you know, looking good for you guys first. Okay, so here's crib. Awesome. Right, so first off, we need to go to the table of knowledge. There we go, research. So this one is a decorative stone, so not much happening there, but this one is a warlock's ring. One ring, we'll take that. Hell yeah. It's a ring of a warlock. So we need to make that now. Here it is. That's a level 12 ring. That's the highest level of anything I have. We need a greater blood essence and a grave digger ring. So we need a ring to make that ring. Do I have a ring already? I've got the bloodstone ring. The grave digger ring's level 9. I'm actually rocking level 6. So I didn't have one of these anyway. So we need grave dust and a morning lily. What the hell are they? If we plant a rose, we get a skeleton. And if we plant a morning lily, we get a advanced skeleton. I got a fat goby, a common fish that can be pressed into oil using a blood press. Gem dust. I come away with some fierce stingers. So he was chucking fish items as well as chucking fish enemies. Fair dues. Alright, let's collect our bricks. The paper, go to the research desk, used to uncover technologies. Okay, I didn't know that. Got a bunch of paper somewhere. I've got a fire blossom. I'm looking for that flower. Okay, I'm going to get rid of these two. In this one. Okay, I know what that is. I know what that is. There's the paper we were looking for. That's leather. That's thick hide. Okay, then we'll go back to this one and we'll put in. Ah, there we go. So we'll put in the fire flowers. And just doing some organising here. And we've got some gems. There we go. These are for upgrading higher quality at gem cutting table, which we don't have yet. Right, so from here, 1,000 weeds in each pile. Put the fish in there, I think. Take out the woods, put a little more fish. Okay, that's full of fish now. Can we get another space? probably bones, right? Actually, we'll put the bones in at 500. Keep the random fish. Now it says paper can be used at a research table. Produced at a paper press. Uncover new technologies at the research desk. Okay, how do we do that? So what, hit discover? Ooh, that was cool. And that used all my papers there. There's about 50 papers there. Okay, so what are they now? Grim Ranger leggings. Ranger leggings. Okay, they're level 4. They are still better than what we've got. We need leather, coarse thread, and copper. I have all 3 of those. I'm going to go ahead and make those. I'm also going to make these gloves, which is exactly the same ingredients, i.e. materials. So we're going to go ahead and do that. That's a bonus for today. So it was copper, coarse thread, possibly cloth as well. I can't remember. My memory's so bad. There's the thread. Now we just need some leather. Where did I put leather? We just had leather. There you are. Okay, so now we can make actually all of this if we wanted. But these are the only 2 that are level 4. Make myself some leggings, make myself some gloves. Oh. I'm going to take the leggings, they go straight on, and then they chuck my old ones into my inventory. There we go. Okay, that was random. So paper's actually quite valuable. I've been leaving paper all around the place. So if you get enough paper, you can actually just research a random unlock, which seems to be the consumables and armor. But I think you can actually use them if you've got enough paper on all of them. So it says 1 out of 40 paper will unlock structure. 1 out of 60 for a weapon. There's only so many weapons and you'll actually research them all. So I'm going to start going for paper, you know. Once I start finding paper, I'm going to not be leaving it behind. I'm going to be collecting it. We can now make a fishing rod as well, which is new. I'll do it just because we can. Use it to catch fish. Keep your eye out for bubbling water in the lakes. Okay, we've got our fishing rods. Why we want a fishing rod, I don't really know. But we can if we want. Okay, I'm going to put some more hearts in. I don't think it really needs any more, does it? So upgrading requires a servant coffin and 50 pieces of floor for the upgrade. I can definitely help out with the floor. Let's get that going. Okay, so we want invisible foundation. I'm thinking, can that not go above our head? Ah, there's the ground floor. Takes more resources though. Okay, apparently I can't do this. Castle relocation heart. Construct the castle relocation within the occupied territory to relocate all structures and items from an existing castle to the new location. Okie doke. Yeah, so this is not going to be as easy as I thought. So 20 pieces of floors. One servant coffin. The coffin's nice and easy, I guess. Let's have a look what we need. Is the coffin functional? Where is it? Hang on, this is new. We've got an alchemy table. Planks and sulfur, I have those. Oh, we haven't unlocked the coffin yet. We've got a wooden coffin, or we've got the Haunted Knight's coffin, which is the one I've got. That's sneaky, so we have to unlock the coffin to actually progress. Okay, so we'll unlock the table. Productions, refinery, crafting. We'll get this, so we need planks and sulfur. There's our sulfur, hopefully 8's enough. Planks. There's our planks. I don't think I have any more sulfur. Sulfur's like something I don't keep. Oh, 12. Okay, so how do we make sulfur? Let's have a look. It's not in here. Not that one. Blood press. Bastard. I'm confused how we make sulfur. I don't think I have the ability to make it. Brazier is just bones. Oh, hang on. It might be the smelt. There it is. I've got enough now. Okay. So that goes there. I don't have anything else worth making. There we go. We can make our alchemy table. Where can I put this that's safe? Guess it can go here. Rotate. How do we rotate? Q. Boom. One alchemy table to order. So now we can make the vermin solve. Solve recovers 35% maximum. See, that would be awesome now. So beating bosses is going to be a lot easier. So we're just going to be able to like keep hitting the button that I allocate the solve to, and that will just give me 35% health each time I use it, and 15-second cooldown. So I don't have to try and stop and like do my Jesus move and get my health back that way. So what are we missing? We're missing bones and a rat. It only wants one rat per thing, so I haven't been collecting them. They're like really common as well. So bones is in one of these. I'll find it. I was a bone, where would I be? There you go, 500 bones. Got as many bones as you need. And I did notice in this one that we had this stone thing, stones. I'll put my fish back in now. Right, if we go over here now, we should at least be able to make one of these once we get a rat. So we'll keep those resources on us. So what did we achieve? We've got a brand new alchemy table where we can make healing items. We now have brand new gloves, brand new trousers, level 4s, up from level 3. I don't know if that increases our overall stats or not. Let's have a quick look. Attributes. Yeah, so we have gone up. So we went up from 26, 27 to now 29 level gear. So we are only one behind the level 30 bosses now. So we're a lot more closer. We've closed the gap. We can actually hunt a little bit more comfortable now. But still, I think the fisherman's OP. I'm going to be sort of stopping there for a minute. I'm going to figure out how to get Nimbles the putrid rat, which I think is more like an area thing. I think I have to open up an area or gain a certain item or ability to allow us to do this. It could just, again, it could just be like not being level 30. It doesn't actually say. It just says gear level, foes level affects the difficulty of combat. I mean, that goes without saying. There's no guide to this, why it's not lit up. But yeah, we can hunt them all day long over and over again. But ideally, we're about level 35. I think that's where we're at. I'm level 30. I can handle 5 levels difference. Building a castle. It says complete the castle by laying floors and castle walls around. And then the unlocks a blueprint for the castle waygate. Do we have any materials to do such a thing? So let's have a look. Castle walls. Again, we don't want the naff ones, do we? Stone and brick, 1 of 10. So all of my stone and brick I think I've put away. Stone body. That's not it. There we go. Stone and brick. And clay. So I'm going to take all of those, put them into this. So put a stone in there. That will start making bricks. And then with clay, with those bricks, we can make stronger stones, i.e. clay bricks. That requires the clay. So where's that? There you go. Clay. And stone bricks. You see the pattern here. The stone bricks are being made. Then we're going to take those, put them there. Then they get made with the clay into stronger stone bricks. And then the byproduct is just the stone dust. And rinse and repeat. So this is going to take a while. I think we should just go out and get some items and do a bit gathering and fight some things. There's not really much to do until that's done. Then we'll come back and build some walls. And we would have then built trousers. Beat up, no, what we done? We built a bot. We beat a boss that's like 5 levels higher. We've done a lot of research. Done a lot of research at the research table. We've got new trousers, new gloves. We've bought 2 new weapons out of copper. So we got the lance and we got the crossbow. And then we're going to finish off our house. And I reckon that's about where we want to finish up today. I'm just going to go ham on the resource gathering for a bit. You can see why I chose this plot as well. Very abundant in the resource gathering elements. There was a bunch of these just laying around outside and they respawn every day. So every day and night cycle I'm getting more and more rocks, clay, anything really. Copper's there. I've got stone. I don't have to go too far for anything really. So it's a good base. I can show you where it is as well, in case you forgot. So it's down in this bottom corner. It's got a lot of resources surrounding it and a lot of fields and stuff as well. You can build either 1, 2 or 3 areas. Oh, where'd the bear come from? I'll have a little feed on that boy. That was the other thing, a lot of wolves, a lot of bears around this area. So you can constantly get your health up, grab yourself some bones. The only thing that's missing is rats. The other corner is good for rats. So the opposite side where most people start their questing, plenty of rats around now. But not so much this side. I don't actually know where my rat gathering would start here, to be honest. I don't see that many. There was some up by the fisherman, but that was ages away. I'm not going all that way again. We've got a guy just sitting chilling. I'm thinking just, you know, zap him and eat him. Go. Made mincemeat of that dude. So ideally we just want loads of brick so we can build our walls and our windows. Okay, that should be enough. We'll get those turning into bricks. I've got a bunch of these already happening. Take that out. Okay, so what do we get? So we got some clay. We can add that in. We also ended up with... Oh, we got 2 paper. I don't know where they came from. We found 2. Doesn't want copper. These ones, there you go. That's making bricks for days. Again, I'm not sure I want clay bricks, but I'm just going to keep making them and let that continue. That's going to take a long time. I need somewhere where I can store paper so we know where it all is. This looks kind of empty. We'll put that there. Again, you need like 60, right? So before you do anything, 50, 60 papers. Takes a long time to get. Spellbook's now unlocking a new spell, and it's the Frozen. What's this one? Launch projectile that deals 120 magic damage and has chill. Block melees, projectiles, and by blocking them, you trigger a Ice Nova. 50% magic. Ooh. Okay, that's quite a lot really for a block. I still like the Hadouken idea. Go with that. And I think I'll leave it. We'll test that next live and see what that's got going on for it. Right. Okay, so let's have a look. So I'm thinking just teleport right out to a new area and go exploring for a bit. We don't really have much else that we can do at this point because we're waiting for the build. sulfur there. I didn't have any use early game for sulfur, but once you get to this sort of mid-level, where you're like level 30, level 40, you're going to need some sulfur. What am I carrying? Should have dumped everything off prior to coming, should I? I don't think I've ever been down here. Like a nice little stream. Hopefully it's not a dead end. That graveyard. Oh, I just found myself a little graveyard I didn't know existed. Got some skeletons up in there. Guy with a spear through his chest. That's cool. Have no need to be here though, so we won't loiter. Nice to know there's another bone factory if I want it. What's that in the bush? Why is that blue? Ah, it's just a hide. I appreciate the devs making it feel a little bit more like it's living and breathing. Like, obviously the foliage and stuff look great, you know, trees are awesome, but like, it does feel alive because certain little shrubs and bushes blow in the wind. The animals attack each other, you know, wolves will attack deers. Then they'll leave the loot as well on the ground. So that's why you're finding random items as you're playing just laying around. Sometimes hunters attack wolves and therefore leave their loot. So it's like everything hates everything in this game. So you're constantly just like getting free loot as you're running around if you really want it. Okay, so we need... get rid of these. There we go. And we'll take our leather. That's actually worth quite a bit to us. And then I think I'm going to store leather, paper, basically anything that's malleable here. Put the threads in there, the cloth. And then all of the precious metals will go into another one. This is basically the junk one. This is my overspray or overfill. Okay, pop all these in there. So I think it was the ingot I was carrying that it won't let us travel with. I'm going to keep the coppers together. Take that out, get rid of that and that. Yeah, precious metals in this one, I think. Cloth. Again, I found a paper that we didn't put down. Got some bricks. Okay, tree bits go in there. We've got some gems. We know where they go. What we've got there, so we've got leather 90. Take those out. Nice. That's way more organised now. The copper will go into the end one. Plump up the house, and we'll probably store these red blood balls in here because there is some hearts in there as well. Different, we've got tainted hearts and we've got unsealed hearts. We do have roses. We saw those earlier. So if we plant some of those roses, I think they bring some sort of skeleton out of here. 50. Okay. Okay, that's going mental. I don't even know what that does, but apparently it summons skeletons. I don't know if they protect the base or what. Okay, I'm going to put my brick in there as well. So basically leather, paper, fabrics and brick all in one. Here we go. Actually, not brick, because that one goes in here, doesn't it? Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah, I don't really know what this is doing. A long time, 32 seconds to make a skeleton. I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait it out and see what it does. I wonder if we destroy it and then it gives us something. Grave dust. I have some grave dust, but not 12. I wonder if that's what you get from these guys. Oh yeah, something's happening. Is he going to attack me? Dude! Skeleton v skeleton, one-shotted. It just gave me bones. Well, that's not good. 15 bones. Not even worth the roses. Maybe we should not make... No, it's different flowers, so it's not even like... What's this? Plague barrier, gem dust. Sunflowers and gem dust. Let's see if we got any of these. Sunflowers. I've got fire blossoms. Gem dust, that's purple. Okay, I don't have any gem dust. Yeah, that's a shame. Okay, so if we get some gem dust, we can make some different ones that will give different items. Don't see the point in actually making these, so I'm going to take the roses out. Can I split them? So quick split is middle. I can hold this and then split. Let's say we just stick like 30 in there, or 10, sorry, and then we'll take the 30 with us. How many does it take to make? Oh, it's 8. Okay, so that'll just leave 2 odd. I'm just going to make one more of those, and then we're going to put this back because I'm not really sure that's beneficial at all. Okay, build. So we need stone, brick, and planks to start building. Very basic. Stone bricks. And yeah, we've got to go and get our planks. I remember where I put them. Okay, I might not have any planks left, so I'm going to make some of those as well. What you do is take wood, put it in a wood chipper, and then you end up with planks. Unless there's actually some in here I haven't claimed yet, that's probably more likely. Yeah, there you go, there's 100 of them. Okay, so now we can put some walls up in this beast.
I cannot build here.
Only some of them fit. I'm guessing they're like window ones have to go down. Maybe that needs a joining pillar. Hang on. So if I put a pillar there and a pillar there, then I should be able to join. Or maybe not.
This will not work.
Okay, that's weird. I can't put a wall between these pillars now. There's no obstruction there. It will let me put wood ones, will it? No. Okay, that's really weird. About a window. So the window does fit. There's a corner there. Okay, my skeleton's done. Might just be that I'm out of resources. It could, doesn't actually tell you clear. So yeah, stone bricks. Maybe if I nick a few more out of here. So bring the stone bricks over. Hold shift. Select. We'll split the stack. And then we'll say 50 to us. Yeah, that might have been the issue there. If we can get this to fit. Okay, so that one fits. That one will fit, but it won't extend. I won't be able to get two in there, will I? Can we extend them somehow? Cancel, rotate, place structure. Maybe a bigger one? No, that doesn't fit either. Plain wall. Okay, I can get a plane in now. Two planes, they fit. Then we need to rotate. Okay, that one doesn't fit there. So we got. That won't fit. See, I'm thinking it's got to have one of these pillars on the corner. So with windows, they should. Yeah, they do go in now, but that's not a very good window. I like these ones. I'll wait until I can afford these and get them in white and then put them in. Look at that. It looks way better. Hell yeah. That one's the best. Missing resources though. So that takes 2 glass, which we have. But we'll do that at a later date. So can we replace these? Yeah, you can replace the wood ones you've already put in, which is nice. There you go. So now we have a fully secured side. Royal gates. Ooh, I can put royal gates on it, not just standard issue. Let's do that. Hell yeah. I've got royal gates, bros. Can't really see it from there though. There we go. Royal gates, pretty much brick walls all the way around now. There's just a hole on the top left that I can't seem to do. Maybe because that's wood. I'm not sure if the wood panels on left and right there that I put up quickly affecting it. But it's getting now. So what do I need? So I've still got planks. I reckon we need more bricks. Yep. So 20 bricks gets us another build. Can't seem to put that anywhere though. Let's see, maybe there's something obstructing it. Ah, requires floor, that's what it is. So, decoration. Here's my floor. Foundation, I'll just put some cheap foundation down. This is... It's not going to let me lay it because there's stuff in the way, but...
I cannot build here.
Requires floor connection. So it has to run off of another floor piece. Maybe of the same style? No? Okay, so maybe I have to smash up this area. What's hilarious is I took these trees down at the beginning of the stream and they've come back. Go, one more of those. You can use your special abilities to clear out bricks and stuff, and it'll actually drop so you can pick it up. Didn't know that. Right, let's go build. Let's try that again. So now we've got some floor pieces that will fit. Again, they're not fancy, they're just bare bones. Seems like I can't build here, but why? Cancel building, rotate, structure place. What's obstructing this then? Yeah, it seems to be working here.
This will not work.
Locked environment. Okay, we'll come back out of that and we'll go ham. Get in now. That says complete the castle rooms by laying down floors and castle walls. Doesn't have a number on that place, does it? Is that a rat? I just found a random rat in a tree. Gotcha. It should be the last one. Nice. Unfortunately, the sun has come out. Let's try and get some walls up. We don't want no shabby chic floor there if we can help it. That's 20 stone. These are planks. Planks are easier to come by, so maybe wood flooring would be better. Just on that area there. Stop trying to burn me. Yeah, I think I'm just going to go to sleep until night. There we go. for a bit more building. That's what I'm ready for. The sun's still out. Jesus. I wish that sun would go away. Right, okay, so where was we? Floor, there we go. Good thing is I can do it from quite far away. Okay, I think that's enough flooring, to be honest. We're running out of wood. And that looks pretty... That looks way nicer than it actually did. We've got a bunch of wood there, actually. We can probably use that. Stop. Damn it.
I cannot build here.
Okay, I think that's about as far as I'm going to get with this. And there's a couple there that lets me join now. Right. We have a big space now. This place is huge. Let's take some brickage. And we'll try and put some walls up. Have a look. So we should be able to get... Could come across here and like partition wall this off. Too many trees in the way there. Yeah, it's not going to let me put them there, so I have probably these. Let me try. These are cool because you set them inside your house and then you can partition wall from A to B. They're almost like mid-structures. So you can see there I'm going to run a wall all the way through the middle now. So get some bricks. So we want those, and then we want to go and put our wood into that machine. Now we should be able to do our alchemy as well because we have a rat, remember? So now we can build our first healing potion. While that's doing all that, I'm going to go for a 10-minute nap so I don't burn to death, which would be very misfortunate. Okay, good. Space to wake up. Should have passed this by a bit. Select my alchemy. There you go. It's gone into number 4. Collect my wood, my planks. Bring up the builds, and then we're back in business. Oh, stop trying to burn me. But yeah, I'm going to put a wall here and close that off. Now I'm going to partition wall across this bit once I get the resources. It just takes so many to do. It's like constantly need wood and bricks. So planks will be the next one I need. See how I created a bit of shade by putting the walls up. Do that. those. Yeah, boy. Just need some more resources. I can actually put this bed in a room. It will actually look like it's meant to be there if I put a pillar next to it, for instance. I can actually join that up. Make a separate room now. Actually looks kind of cool there. Put a door on it maybe. I don't want to waste my shit. Okay, how do we check our challenge that's going on up the top there? Vampire powers, spellbook, map. Where's quests? Update clan, invite players. Ah, you just hover it. Unlocks blueprint. It says by laying ceilings and floors. Constructing stone castle walls around. Generate a roof. To generate a roof. Okay. Let's have a look what they're talking about there. Windows, wallpaper. Floor. I think it's talking about these invisible that go on the roof. No, the floor. I don't know what it's talking about. It wants me to construct a ceiling. Laying down floors and constructing stone castle walls, which we're done. Around what? It wants me to do like the whole building and then the ceiling comes in. Construct walls around. Like, does it just want me to make a little square? Because I can do that. No worries. Copper makes that. That does that. I think that's all I can do today, because without just constantly building walls, I don't think it's going to let me complete my task, which is not great. So I think that's about as far as I'm going to be able to get. Try and see how many bricks we got. That's going to take forever. Yeah, so we've got doors and we've got foundations. None of these are roof pieces though. Unless it wants me to create a higher roof. Which cheapest would be wood. Let's see if it will let me raise one of these up to the ceiling. No, they're all ground level still. I can construct a platform though, which is weird. Yeah, I'm not really sure about this. I'm not really sure what it's asking me to do, so maybe I'll have to result in going to a YouTube and having a look for this one. Whee, spin round, that's it. Right, I think we're going to leave it there, guys. I've been playing for around 3 hours. I've got myself some new gear. We beat a boss. We've done the crib up. I've got stone walls pretty much. halfway around my my castle now, so I'm probably going to finish this probably outside of live before I come back for the next one. If you do want a game code or DLC, you know, hit me up in the DMs on Discord. Discord links in the description, and we will be checking out. I will be able to give you codes if you're already a member of the channel or you're already a Twitch sub. You can get yourself a code. Just ask, or I'll send you one if you subscribe today. And I want to thank everyone for joining me today. Of course, your time is valuable. Thank you for spending it with us. And we've done another day in the V, which I'm super excited about. We've got a lot of Stalker next week. We've got a lot of V-Rising. It's on the brain. We've got Daisy. We've got a lot of survival looter shooters. We're going back to Vostok. We're going back to Vostok, which is a really awesome game. And between the free channels, Shanus Rewinds, mmoshanuz, and vrising, you've got content up to Christmas. So you should be happy with that. And I want to thank everyone who's been a part of the channel so far. If I know you, then thank you for being part of the community. And if I don't know you, let's get to know you. You know, leave comments, hang out, join lives, all that good stuff. Until next time, peace out, look after yourselves, and thank you to the V-Rising team for allowing us to do a giveaway. And we'll work with you again in the very near future. And yeah, peace out, look after yourselves, bye-bye. Spin move. Okay, I'm out. I'm hungry.